Well, go on, traders. Yeah, the traders here again. All right, guys. Seems like Mullen is making records on a daily basis, and we have now hit another all-time low. So as you can see on my 5-minute chart here, Mullen has hit in the pre-market 90 cents. So to put that in perspective, before the split, if you divide that 90 cents by 25, that's actually, we're down to 3 cents and 60. So we are almost hitting the bottom, guys. How low can Mullen go? But there's a news that just came out, so let's see if it will push the stock back up. So let me just jump right into it here. So on Yahoo Finance, this actually just came out 11 minutes ago. So Mullen partners with Amerit Fleet Solution to support national service, parts and warranty for all commercial vehicles. So let me just dive into that there. So it says Amerit Fleet Solution, a service and warranty provider for vehicle fleet programs with over 1,800 service professionals, has partnered with Mullen to provide national fleet servicing in support of Mullen commercial vehicles. The Mullen Campus EV van, the Mullen 1, that's a Class 1 EV cargo van, and the Mullen 3, and that's a Class 3 EV cab chassis truck programs. Mullen is expecting to begin the Class 3 fleet deliveries in August and September 2023. So it seems like Mullen is partnering up with these guys to provide service, maybe nationwide. So let me just jump past that here. We're already aware of this. To date, Mullen has received 279 million in purchase orders for the Mullen Class 1 and Class 3 EV vans and truck from Randy Marin Automotive Group. So let me just jump past that. Merit will provide national fleet service and warranty repair work for Mullen Campus EV van, Mullen 1, which is a Class 1 EV cargo van, and Mullen 3, which is the Class 3 cab chassis truck. Let's go down to see if there's anything substantial with regards to this news, because it appears that they are just providing a service facility for Mullen vehicles once the production starts. So it says Merit has over 1,800 trained vehicle service technicians across the US, and we have built our business and reputation on providing stellar servicing across many different fleet and commercial vehicle programs. And this was said by Dan Williams, CEO of Merit. We are looking forward to providing Mullen and their fleet customers with the same high level of service commitment. So yeah, this is good, but it doesn't say much in terms of production. We want to hear about production. This is about after sales services. So we are fine with that, but I don't think it will maybe move the stock any more than where it is right now. So as investors, we have been kind of hanging on to this stock, waiting to see what will happen. So this tweet actually came out, and it feels like we are kind of like all in the same similar position here. So this person, Mullen 007 Bull 07, says still holding. This person says they're still holding on to the Mullen stock there. So this is from the Mission Impossible sequel. Yeah, so hopefully we are not in a situation where we are hanging on onto an impossible mission. With all these partnerships, it should, in the long run, I think, work out. So let's see what else came out with regards to Mullen. So Mullen, this is from Frank Nez. They had published this. New Mullen 45 million funding has been delayed for June. So what does that mean? So So the new Mullen Automotive 45 million funding has been delayed for June 12th. The company filed a Form 8K disclosing that Mullen reception of the 45 million in connection with an existing securities purchase agreement (SPA) would be pushed back from May 15 to June 12. Mullen Automotive have previously agreed to issue Series D preferred stock and warrants to Holdings. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but my apologies if not. And Acuitas Capital in exchange for 90 million, part of the $110 million deal. And this goes on to say that Series D preferred stock is convertible into common stock. So that's another fear right there in terms of dilution. But they didn't say, when this would actually vest for it to be diluted. But what this is saying overall is that of the 45 million of that 90 million was received April 17th, and the second payment was scheduled to be received on May 15th but delayed for May 12th. So yeah, this is funding that will be coming in based on that 110 million funding. But it's the only tricky part is that the Series D stock is convertible into common stock. I don't see where it says here what would be the vesting period for them to convert over to the common stock, but that will, if and when that happens, that will be a little bit of dilution that will be happening there. So Mullen did not provide a reason for the delay other than that Mullen and each of the buyers in the SPA had agreed to delay the issuance of the Series D preferred stock and warrants until Mullen received the $45 million. Okay. A note in the company's last earning report, Mullen detailed it had cash and cash equivalent of 60.3 million as of March 31st, and that was up from 54 million a year ago. And it announced it had 26.4 million in restricted cash. So yeah, what does that mean for the stock? We are not sure. But at least that will be additional funding coming in the short term. In the long term, not quite sure in terms of what, as I said, when this when the preferred shares would actually be allowed to be converted into common shares, which will cause some amount of dilution. Alright, so in terms of Mullen, we're not looking good for the past couple of days, guys. As you know, we're giving you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So Mullen fell 11% on Friday. Yesterday Mullen fell. Well, this is not Friday. This was yesterday. Pardon me, I forgot. The U.S. market was open while the Canadian market was closed for Victoria Day. But yesterday the stock fell 11%. Pre-market, the stock is now down an additional 2%. And we did get some sell-off. We're down to $163 million in terms of market cap. At the time of the reverse split, we're at 222 million. So we have a bit of a sell-off, quite a bit of sell-off since then. In terms of volume yesterday, it was pretty high. So 62 million shares traded, and the average volume was 16 million. In terms of the overall market was basically flat. TSX, S&P, the Dow, basically flat. And in terms of the comps, Lucid pushed up almost 7%, NEO almost 9%, which is pretty good. Rivian almost up 6%. So Mullen is the one that is feeling the blunt of what's going on with, investors' sentiment and fear in terms of lack of production, I would think, overall. So let's just jump back and see what's going on with the options. So options that came in yesterday, calls were 23,000. Puts were pretty high also, almost a third of the calls, almost 9,000 puts came in. Open interest for this week, we're looking at 11,500. For the following week, 16,000. And the following week 8,000. So open interest is below our normal average, so not much activity is expected on the stock, and there seem to be a lot of bearish sentiment. Usually the puts are close to 1,000 or below, so a lot of bearish sentiments on the stock, guys. But as I said, I can only give you the facts as I see it. So giving you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So as usual, we want to see news of production. Seems like it's not going to happen until July, August, thereabout. But if you guys believe in the stock, then it's all up to each one of us. If we're gonna stay in and go through this kind of hectic period here. So as usual, if you like this type of content, guys, as I said, bringing it to you straight. And if you like this type of content, don't forget to hit the like and don't forget to subscribe. Take care, guys.